It is. We're in the next phase of the plan. So we had a plan from the very beginning, and now we're in the next phase of that. And this is going to be a different offseason than we had the previous years. And yet we're still going to be smart, and we're still going to handle things the right way. We're still going to set parameters and have discipline in everything we do. And yet it's going to be a different offseason than it was. And yes, decisions we made before, we knew exactly what we're stepping into. We knew what the challenge was, and we knew, okay, early on in year one, we're going to have a lot of young players, but we have to sign some veterans because we want to establish the culture, and we want to establish our identity, and we want to make sure we're setting a foundation the right way. So we had some veterans on one-year deals, kind of much like Dean. Dean was here 2 years, and yet Dean laid a foundation that's going to continue to pay dividends moving forward. And when this team is getting to where it needs to be, Dean was a part of that. We have some players that were here just 1 year that are a part of setting that foundation. So we had a plan in year one. We come into year two, a much different team, a much younger team, a different core on this team. And yet, and that's the tough part about it. When you sit, on Monday after the season, once the season ends, you know it's going to be a different team. And that's the nature of the business. There are going to be a lot of different players. And yet those players that were here, they're a part of setting that foundation. So, yes, we made decisions. We always want to be as competitive as possible. This year, we want to be as competitive as possible, and yet we wanted to make sure we're making the right decisions. And now the phase that we're in, it's going to be a different offseason.
To that